Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the University of Manchester, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the School of Nursing, Midwifery and Social Work graduation ceremony in the splendid surrounding of this Whitworth Hall. In particular, I would like to welcome your families and friends who are sharing this special occasion with you. I know the immense sense of pride that your family members must feel as they see you graduate. When you are called upon to use your skills to treat and heal the sick, when you enjoy success, remember that you are here because of the dedication and investment of others. It is therefore right that we as a university acknowledge the role that you, our guests, have played in the success of your friends and family members. We honor you because the students that are graduating today are doing so because of the dedication and investment of you. So in order to acknowledge the role that your families and friends have played in your success, I want you to stand, face your guests, make eye contact with them, and thank them for the help they've given you. Stand up. Okay, please sit down. I'll now address my comments to you. Those of you who are graduating today have given yourselves a real competitive edge by completing a degree in Manchester. Your achievement in completing your qualification should not be underestimated, and you and your family and friends can feel proud of your accomplishment. It is important that each and every one of you receiving awards today share in the sense of occasion and understand that the university shares with you the sense of pride in the award that you have worked so hard to attain. Even though many of you are leaving, this will remain your institution. We refer to the university community as alma mater, because this is where we hope that you have developed your sense of humanity and where you have become part of a community. You have become who you are because of your community. So we hope that graduating does not end our relationship with you. At the end of this ceremony, you will join a new community of more than 250,000 University of Manchester graduates living and working across the globe. Networks such as this become even more important at times like this, so make a special effort to join and play an active part. The Alumni Association will help you to remain in contact with the university and with each other through reunions, networking opportunities, the Alumni Magazine, and the Internet. Our alumni also play a vital role in supporting some of our students. Some of you may have worked with students who have come to study here as part of our Equity and Merit Scholarships, reserved for a group of very able students from Uganda, Rwanda, and Bangladesh, who would not have had the opportunity to study in Manchester without the support we give them. They have come here to develop their skills so they can make a difference in their own societies. It is a program that we take great pride in because it underlines our belief that education and work are the levers to lift up a people. Your own school has made a long-standing commitment to develop links with the Mildmay Institute in Uganda, helping them develop a training course for counselling and nursing for people with HIV. It is an incredible project which brings dignity to thousands of men, women and children suffering from AIDS, and is an example of how your work as graduates can have an impact way beyond Manchester and the UK. As graduates from the School of Nursing at the University of Manchester, you will be joining a very distinguished Hall of Fame. Manchester appointed the first Professor of Nursing, Jean McFarlane, in 1974, who sadly died this year, and who the building where you studied was named after. With colleagues, she was instrumental in the transformation of the nursing in the 80s and its focus on the nursing process. She sadly died this year. The culmination of that work was enshrined in Project 2000, which ensured that all nurse training is now attached to institutions of higher education. It is why you are graduating in this splendid hall as professionals and graduates of one of the top universities in the country. In the research assessment exercise in 2009, which compared the quality of research in every higher education institution in the UK, your school, the School of Nursing, was rated as the top nursing school in the UK. Your colleagues and teachers were rated by an independent panel of experts as the best in the UK in terms of the research output and the power. You are extremely privileged to be part of such an illustrious school. Your training now is a million miles away from the primarily practical nurse education that was the norm when I graduated medicine. The nursing role itself is changing. In our practice, which is based in one of the most deprived areas of Manchester, nurse practitioners and practice nurses are playing a leading role, working as partners with general practitioners, sometimes clinically managing doctors, and transforming our care for elderly housebound patients, patients with learning difficulties, terminally ill patients, and those with alcohol-related problems. I learned and improved my skills related to telephone triage from our nurse practitioner. The two most senior nurses are now directors of the practice, working side by side with GPs and managers. They have pioneered the development of new services in our practice, and this is symbolic of the transforming role that nurses are playing in many areas of the NHS. As graduates of this university are also joining a hall of fame of incredible women who have studied or taught at Manchester. Marie Stopes, who pioneered family planning. Christabel Pankhurst as the first woman to study law at Manchester, graduating in 1906, and who went on to use her legal skills to defend herself and many suffragettes in the campaign for equal rights for women. Irene Khan, who was Secretary General of Amnesty International between 2001 and 2009, and led the fight for women's human rights in the developing world. And more modern-day examples such as Anne Coffey, Beverly Hughes, and Margaret Beckett, all MPs, and who played a leading role in the last Labour administration. I use these women as examples because, in my view, they all use their education to make a change in society. So a university education should be a transforming experience, where I hope you have been encouraged to confront your own personal beliefs, values, assumptions, expectations, hopes, and fears. We hope that we have helped you develop global perspectives and encourage you to reflect on wider social and environmental issues. Think of the fact that you are graduating in a city where less than a mile away, in an area where my practice is based, children are denied through poverty the opportunities that you have had, where the proportion of people who die of smoking-related illnesses is much higher than in other parts of the country, where men and women have a much lower life expectancy simply through the accident of where they were born. The average life expectancy of men brought up and living in Rusholme is 10 years lower than people who live in richer parts of Manchester. A few years ago in my practice, I read the post-mortem report of a child who died at the age of 1 from severe vitamin D deficiency, a disease that we have known about for over 100 years and which can be treated easily. This is the 4th richest country in the world with universal access to healthcare. Why am I telling you this? Because as you graduate, I want you to reflect on these inequalities and consider the personal responsibilities that should make you informed and engaged citizens. You will never earn a bonus for the work that you will do, but you can, through your actions and the choices that you make in your future career, especially in your chosen profession, do things that can make a difference. You are fortunate because most of you will be entering an organization, the National Health Service, which is one of the great achievements of the British people since the Second World War. The NHS celebrated its 64th birthday last week, and Irene Bevan came to Manchester, just down the road from here, to inaugurate the NHS at Trafford General Hospital. And he said, "The eyes of the world are turning to Great Britain. We now have the moral leadership of the world." He was, of course, referring to the NHS as a beacon of hope, which forever removed the fear that accompanied ill health in this country. It was an incredible achievement, and we are entrusting this legacy to you. This is a huge responsibility. The health service is unrecognizable from what we had 15 years ago. I have witnessed the difference for my own patients, who now have access to care with time limits which were unimaginable 15 years ago. The way we are organized, the way that we work in teams, the changing roles of the professions, with nurses at the forefront, has been transformed. All of this might be under threat because of changes that are now taking place. And my plea to you is not to be bystanders. Work together with your colleagues and other professionals to preserve what has been achieved. Perhaps as never before, you will need to be involved in politics as well as professional role that you have been trained in. You will have to question and challenge the prevailing orthodoxy because you have been given the gift of working in one of the great institutions of the world. We come to universities not only to further our careers, but to become citizens. And in order to make good citizens, our responsibility as your teachers has been to educate people capable of building just, humane, and sustainable human communities on a small and exceedingly dangerous planet. Knowledge, wisdom, and humanity, to translate the Latin motto of the university, is what we have tried to impart. You may find it surprising if I say that the knowledge that you have acquired is secondary. With the total quantum of human knowledge now doubling every 6 years or so, higher learning is not essentially about acquiring a body of knowledge. It is about learning how to learn, about being open to new worlds of thought, improved ways of doing things, new technologies, new paradigms, new problems. A learning disposition is the most precious outcome of higher learning. Without it, a university education has a frighteningly short half-life. In less than 4 weeks, many of you will be starting your clinical practice. It will be exhilarating and frightening. You will be exposed to human suffering and love and hope in a roller coaster of a career. You will laugh and you will cry, and over time, you will become wise. But you must never lose sight of the fact that as nurses, social workers, and midwives, you have a special responsibility to develop and maintain your professionalism. What this simply means is that your values must encompass compassion, altruism, team working, integrity, excellence, and social justice. That is a challenge that we now set to you, to use the knowledge that you have gained not only for your own and your family's achievement, but for the betterment of society, for tolerance and understanding. Education is what will help us to innovate, to challenge bigotry, and to embrace fundamental human and civil rights and meet the challenges of the future. You have gained knowledge, you will learn wisdom. You are now in a privileged position in this country as students who have access to higher education and graduated. Still, only 40% of young people have this opportunity. Use that knowledge and wisdom. You have incredible opportunities both in the NHS and in academia. The world is your oyster. Searching for a word to summarize the challenge before you, I can think of none better than those of George Bernard Shaw. Most people look at things as they are and wonder why. We should dream of things that never were and ask, why not? So on behalf of the university, I congratulate all of you who are graduating here today on your academic and professional achievements, and I wish you every success in your future careers. Thank you. I'll now ask Professor John Plainly to say something about your school.
It's both a delight and an honour to speak at this celebratory occasion today, and specifically on behalf of the School of Nursing, Midwifery and Social Work here at the university, to offer our sincere congratulations to all of you who are graduating from a broad range of courses of study undertaken within the school. This is a day where we celebrate the hard work, commitment and dedication that you as graduates have shown over the course of your studies, which today will culminate in the conferment of your awards. The broad cross-section of professions, disciplines and awards represented here today is reflective of the commitment of the school and the faculty to providing a range of high-quality courses that prepare new registrants in the professions of nursing, midwifery and social work, that enable students to become psychological well-being practitioners, as well as undergraduate and postgraduate courses which enable those already qualified as nurses and midwives to extend their knowledge, skills and understanding of their discipline and practice, to enhance the contributions that you can make to patient care, service delivery and research. As has already been highlighted, the School of Nursing, Midwifery and Social Work has a well-established history of excellence of which we're proud, being recognised as one of the leading schools in both research and education for these disciplines in the UK, in Europe and worldwide. We pride ourselves on providing education within a research-rich environment that has hopefully enabled you all to see the importance of the ongoing development of your disciplines and professions and the enhancement of care by the production and testing of knowledge through high quality and groundbreaking research. Our research is second to none and addresses issues across the whole lifespan, across a range of hospital and community settings, and encompasses collaborations across the UK, Europe, and the wider world. But central to all of our research is a commitment and desire to contribute to improving the quality of life and care and treatment for patients, clients, and their carers. The reach of the school in terms of the influence of its graduates over the years is also particularly noteworthy. Since the appointment by the University of Baroness McFarland as the first Professor of Nursing in England in 1974, many of our nursing and midwifery graduates have subsequently gone on to be key influential figures in prominent positions throughout the UK in research, policy, and practice development. The school has produced probably the highest number of nursing graduates who have gone on to professorial positions in the UK, and many other graduates have held and continue to hold key positions within national professional organisations and governmental departments. Indeed, only last month, in acknowledgement of her significant contribution to midwifery care and research in the UK and in Africa, Professor Tina Lavender, who's the Professor of Midwifery in the school, was appointed as Dame of the British Empire in the Queen's Birthday Honours List. But whilst today is not primarily just about celebrating history, the context and history of the school and the university from which you're graduating today provides the foundations of the quality of the education that you will have participated in, and emphasises the distinction and renown of an award from this school and from this university, which will serve you well as you pursue your professional careers in the future. At the heart of the mission of the School of Nursing, Midwifery and Social Work are two key aims. Firstly, to undertake world-class research and education in healthcare practice, policy and service delivery that contributes to enhancing the lives of patients, clients and their families and carers. And secondly, to produce graduates who are equipped with knowledge, skills and values that enable them to deliver highly skilled, evidence-based, patient-centred care through clinical practice, leadership, research and policy development. You, as graduates of the school and the university, are one of the primary ways in which this mission is enacted. And to a large extent, our continued reputation rests with you as ambassadors for the school and the university, through you demonstrating a continued commitment to high-quality, evidence-based practice based on core values that place patients at the heart of all that you do in your professional work. I also want to take this opportunity to acknowledge your hard work and dedication that's brought you to this final point where you receive your awards. Studying for an academic award, whether that be at undergraduate or postgraduate level, is never easy, and nor should it be. If studying doesn't stretch and challenge you, then something is wrong, because it's that challenge, that hard work and dedication, of course hopefully combined with some enjoyment, that produce the essential components of deep learning. However, studying to become a health or social care professional or to advance your professional development and career brings with it additional challenges. For those of you qualifying for the first time as nurses, midwives and social workers, you've had to balance academic study with clinical and practice placements. When fellow students studying other subjects in the wider university have been able to party all night, you've had to think about getting up at 6 in the morning to travel to your placement to do a 7-hour shift and then fit in time to work on your next assignment. For others here today, you've had to combine and juggle working full-time and studying part-time, not an easy task. I well remember in my own career doing my own postgraduate studies whilst working full-time as a nurse, spending many evenings and weekends completing coursework and assignments. On one occasion, our 9-year-old daughter answered our telephone, and when asked, "Is your daddy there?" she quickly responded, "Do you mean that man who lives in our study?" But today is not an end point in itself. It's simply a new beginning which marks a key achievement for each of you in what, as has been highlighted, what must be a process of lifelong learning that will enable you to develop in your professional and academic careers. It may be at present the last thing on your mind, but I hope that many of you will consider returning to complete further study with us in the future. So before I hand over to Professor Waterman to present each of you for your awards, once again, many congratulations.
Vice President, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Elam Ali Bukhari. Feng Su Huang. Helen Hurst. Heather Eels Smith. And for the degree of Master of Philosophy, Midwifery, Suzanne Thomas. And for the degree of Master of Science in Advanced Nursing Studies, David Andrew Collinge. Lucy Dwyer. Vinitha Mary Joby. Shiba Pradeep. Philip Thompson. Sanitha Varghese. And for the award, Postgraduate Diploma, Advanced Practice Interventions for Mental Health, Primary Mental Health Care, Jamie Navarro. And for the award of Postgraduate Certificate in Advanced Practice Interventions for Mental Health, Primary Mental Health Care, Susanna Lechler. Abby Lauren Littlewood. Sarah Pearson. And for the degree of Bachelor of Midwifery with Honours, Kimberly Jade Breeden. Bronwyn Evans. Catherine Amelia Folds. Anna Maria Glass, who's also awarded the Outstanding Academic Achievement Award. Bethany Lunn. Kelsey Marie Makin. Claire Margaret Mee. Hannah Jane Morgan. Natasha Moss. Alison Joanne Rain. Deborah Jo Shimwell. Rebecca Sarah Ann Stevens. Lucy Elizabeth Wood. And for the degree of Bachelor of Nursing, Adult Nursing with Honours, Victoria Louise Nadisha Wells. And in Child Nursing with Honours, Lucy Alexandra Robinson. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Midwifery Practice with Honours, Glenys Fell. Zita Elizabeth Gregory. Angela Marie O'Neill. Linda Peacock. And in nursing practice with honours, Gaynor Lindsay Barlow. Cecilia Bell. Mandy Bellini. Matthew David Bilney. Emma Michelle Brown. Janet Louise Charters. Tessa Maureen Connolly. Helena Connolly. Rachel Crawford. Josie Daines Wright. Heather Elworth. Sarah Jane Flint. Linda Elizabeth Forsyth. Jane Louise France. Sarah Catherine Gallagher. Hannah Catherine Garner. Emma Louise Gibson. Nijol Gimberian. Janet Elizabeth Grady. Jacqueline Elizabeth Grasson. Kasia Victoria Rita Gregson. Angela Hallas. Claire Marie Hastings. Justine Louise Hill. Kimberly Marie Hill. Suzanne Lorraine Holt. Manta Jadhav. Nicola Claire Jeffs. Jennifer Ruth Jones. Adelaide Ofosua Manu. Vicky Mather. Victoria Sarah McLennan. Andrew James Nara MacDonald. Christina MacDonald. Jennifer Catherine Melling. Umba Musamadi Mubita. Brian Mullin. Beverly Jane Murphy. Lucy Jane Owens. Alison Hilary Paley Hewitt. Karen Louise Palmer. Mariella Pancaro. Patricia Bernadette Peel. Rachel Claire Preston. Poonam Rani. Alison Jane Royal. Yvonne Rushton. Margaret Ryan. Louise Mary Taylor. Laura June Turrell. Sharon Watson. Claire Emma Whitehead. Emma Williams. Stephen Williams. Jennifer Christine Yates. And in nursing practice, Mary Louise Barker. Maria Blinston. Rebecca Samantha Butterworth. Victoria Jane Dodd. Claire Ann Gorman. Pamela Jane Kehoe. Nomvula Maria Masico. Michelle Jane Oldbury. And in nursing practice, adult nursing with honours, Louise M. Chapman. Rona Anderson Johnson. Loreen Untawi. John Chukwumika Aikachu Obodo Tina. Sinead O'Reilly. Louise Margaret Seward. And for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Social Work with honours, Deborah Fisher. And for the Diploma in Professional Studies in Nursing, Adult Nursing, Beverly Ann Adams. Elizabeth Aoko Adams Osagiedi. Rachel Adlington. Sarah Bowers. Jodie Emily Bromhall. Rachel Brown. Hazel Buckley. Claire Buitner. Sally Rose Chadwick. Lisa Connolly. Chantal Ray Cornell. Bridget Ann Costello. Elizabeth Lucy Craven. David Curley. Hannah Maria Critchley. Angela Jane Curran. Jenny Ann Denham. Patricia Ford. Rebecca Elizabeth Clare Harding. Geraldo Herman. Hayley Jones. Brenda Cabalera. Samuel Stanley Kelly Kaju. Hayley Kennedy. Lisa Napton. Sarah Knight. Laura Letham. Kerry Mayer. Adrian Musgrove. Stuart Martin Oaten. Katrina Ann Perkins. Christopher James Perry. Helen Potts. Helen Riley. Catherine Mary Rogers. Laura Siobhan Rourke. Chris Sanders. Natalie Ann Scott. Anna Shaw. Dominique Rochelle Smith. Nina Taylor. Jennifer Ann Street. Biju Yamabo. And in mental health nursing, Lisa Parker. And for the diploma in professional studies in nursing with level 3 credits, adult nursing, Claire Madonna. Sarah McElduff. Caroline O'Keefe. Newly qualified nurses and midwives, please stand for the affirmation. I am now going to read the affirmation, and afterwards I want you to say, "I so affirm." The affirmation. I affirm that I will make the care of my patients my first concern. Treat every patient politely and considerately. Respect patients' dignity and privacy. Listen to patients and respect their views. Give patients information in a way that they can understand. Respect the right of patients to be fully involved in decisions about their care. Keep my professional knowledge and skills up to date. Recognize the limits of my professional competence. Be honest and trustworthy. Respect and protect confidential information. Make sure my personal beliefs do not prejudice my patients' care. Act quickly to protect my patients from risk if I have good reason to believe that I or a colleague may not be fit to practice. Avoid abuse of my position as a nurse. Work with colleagues in the ways that best serve patients' interests. In all these matters, I will never discriminate unfairly against my patients or colleagues. I will always be prepared to justify my actions to them. Thank you. Now, at today's ceremony, we are also making another award. The Students' Union and the university worked in partnership to offer students the opportunity to nominate their inspirational teachers and outstanding support staff for a Manchester Teaching Award. The winners of these awards really make a positive difference to the lives of Manchester University students, and for these hard-working members of staff, this award provides recognition for the exceptional work they do. So, on behalf of the University of Manchester and the University of Manchester Students' Union, I would like to present a 2012 Manchester Teaching Award to Ms. Anita Gill.
Today, we have celebrated the award of your degrees. Congratulations. On behalf of the University of Manchester, I extend to each of you our very best wishes for your future. I now declare this ceremony closed.